Today is January 13, year 2020. This is Mijanur Rahman. This is the video number 1. This is the Financial Planning Tacit Knowledge Series, video series number 3. The first series that deals with my first book, Financial Freedom, a Fictional Financial Plan. The second book, which is the second financial book, is the Financial Freedom, Entrepreneurship, which is the second series of the Financial Planning Tacit Knowledge Series, which deals with the corporations, mid-sized to large corporations, their financing mechanisms and going public and so forth. A third part of this Financial Planning Tacit Knowledge Series will deal with very specific part of the corporation, and that has to do with expansion. Now, what I mean by expansion is that how companies actually expand and what are the alternatives to the regular way of growing a corporation, and at the same time the growth model for the corporation satisfies all the covenant that are already in place. That could be debt covenant, that could be any other restriction that are placed, or it could be any bylaw that company already developed and that's in place already, and how to deal with the tax implications in the global settings. Often you would come to know is that the tax treaty, and I have to be very specific about this because each part, every topics that I discussed, that you probably need, each part requires probably a specialist to look into it. At the very beginning I said that you need a team of professionals, right? And each team of professionals they will guide you through how to proceed. But in this part of the third part of the Financial Planning Tacit Knowledge Series, which is the video series number 3, will deal with something different, something that is not ordinarily seen. That is something that you would have to assess. Often it can be part of the strategic growth or strategies that a company could keep in place to manage its growth model and manage its risk from the ongoing growth and expansion. So I'll talk about that later, and then I remember I promised that I would talk about the Bank Act and bank. Now obviously I may not be super knowledgeable with the Bank Act or the legal side of it, because I'm not a lawyer, but coming from the financial aspect of it, and going through various examples and case studies, or going through practical experiences, I might have sufficient for you to assess your own personal risk, and then at any time you can always go to a specialist that is designated for each particular area. For example, for tax treaty, there are accountants that only specialize on the tax treaties. There are accountants that would only deal with certain part of the financial statements. There are financial planners that only deal with certain part of it and certain part of the financial planning. There are investment advisors that will only deal with certain type of investments. For example, if an investment is, an investment specialist, let's call him a CIM, Certified Investment Management Professional, And if should he decide to become an expert in equities area, he might not have sufficient knowledge in the bond or debt side of it. Should he decide to become an expert on the debt side, could be bond. And if someone becomes expert on the bond, he or she might not be expert on the other securities, could be derivatives and so forth. So this is a very complex area of to discuss. But let's I hope. Again, I am not certain that I'm going to publish this video or not, but I will certainly keep this under consideration, and this is something that will help you through the growth model for the corporations. Well, obviously you're gonna, you have your finance, now you have to grow your company and you have to execute the plan. This is the part that will deal with that particular problem. Anyway, this is Mijanur. Thank you very much.